Hello, I'm just going to start now on YouTube. Welcome to or back to my channel. But subscribe to my channel. Give this a like or a dislike if you do not like it. And we are going to, in the correct terms, it would be polygyny. I'm going to explain to you guys the definitions in a moment. Please don't come in here being loud. Please go out. A total reader. Not really sure what you mean by that. I'm not really sure what a total reader is. So since YouTube is going to keep this on Facebook, I probably will not be keeping this because I want everyone to go over to my YouTube channel to watch look, mommy's on live. So to watch the full live. Okay, it's saying my connection is unstable, so I'm going to have to go off of Facebook in a moment. So you guys go over to my YouTube channel, join into the live over there. It is Umi Sunflower. You can look it up like that, but I also posted a link to my YouTube channel. So go ahead over there and join me, or you can watch it later because it's going to be Do I Speak with the Dead? I definitely try to call out to my ancestors for help. I do reverence them when I'm doing magic and rituals. So yes, I do call out to the dead for sure. So like I said, go over to Umi Sunflower if you guys want to be a part of the discussion about polygamy, really known as polygyny. I'm going to be explaining the difference. I'm going to be explaining, in my opinion, what it is and why it is no longer working, or why it does not work for our community, why it once did, and why it is not now. So I will be on YouTube. I am on YouTube right now.
I did drink water.
My baby, I guess, is going to be here the whole time. So I guess I'll have a few interruptions. Oh my gosh, I got to get a charger because my laptop is about to die. Is it? Oh, yeah, I need a charger. Okay, you guys. So what I'm going to do right now, I think I might be able to post it in the comments. Hold on. Let me see. Or can I? I'm going to post the link to my YouTube channel in the comments. So then you guys could go over there and join me. I also have to find a charger real quick because this is about to go dead. I didn't prepare. So my laptop is literally about to go dead while I'm in the middle of this. And I really want to talk about this. I really want to get it out. So you guys should be able to follow that link. Let me see if I can call one of my children to bring me a charger. And then this little prince right here, he can entertain you guys while I'm gone. Okay, I'll be right back. Jada, can you guys run and show me that good charger?
I get.
Oh, you got it? Okay, guys, I am back. Still waiting on a charger, but I would like to get started. Again, you guys follow that link that is in the description. No matter how many people are over on YouTube, I am going to continue the video. I'm going to continue the discussion because it's going to save over there. So you'll be able to watch it later. Thank you so much, love. Thank you. So you guys will be able to watch it later no matter what. So I'm not really going to worry about the views on YouTube or Facebook for that matter, because I always have a lot of people coming in and out. Okay, we're charging. Cool. So, what I'm going to do is say, cool. Let me say goodbye to you guys on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook, sorry. Sorry, YouTube, whoever's over here. Peace and love. Go over to YouTube and be Sunflower. I am continued up there. Bye. All right. Hello. Welcome to my channel. Back or to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe, okay? Because I like to do videos. I like to interact. It's fun. I'm at home all day with children, so this is an outlet for me, okay? So, let's start. Polygamy. A lot of people use the term polygamy. Now, polygamy specifically is just the act or practice of having one or more wives or husbands at the same time. Shh, Jacine, do not. Or husbands at the same time. Okay? So, a lot of people use that and when polygamy is just a full umbrella. Okay? What I want to discuss is actually polygyny, because that is the most common in America, where most of us live. What's the problem, hon? Oh my gosh. So that's the most common form where we live, polygyny, which polygyny is the marriage of a man with several women. So that can be more than one. Jacine, what's the problem? Huh? You need your pants taken off? Okay, so back to what I was saying. Polygyny, that's what I want to talk about. So, the marriage of a man with several women. You also have polyandry, which is polygamy in which a woman has more than one husband. Okay. You also have polyamory, which is another umbrella, which is just the practice or the desire of having more than one partner. So that can be male, female, trans, whatever. Okay. They just want to have more than one male or female. And ultimately, that is what's happening in this day and time. People are polyamorous. People are not polygamous. Okay. People are not doing things in a divine order, in a divine manner. So this starts my feelings about things that I've seen. People that claim to be, or men especially, that claim to be polygynist, women who claim to be sister wives and to be accepting of polygamy. Usually you have people that are per se woke or conscious, okay? And those people right now, and mostly, our people. When I talk, I'm talking about our people with melanin, okay? Native people to America and to the homeland, to the motherland. Okay, turn off the light, please. Turn off the light and close the door. Thank you. Okay, so I see a lot of those types, the woke or conscious types, practicing what they are calling polygamy, right? But these are men, in fact, that are supposed to be polygynists. They are supposed to have multiple wives, okay? And these women, stop it, Jacine. These women are supposed to be acting as sister wives. I'm going to close my door. Okay. There are the greatest argument that I've heard for why men would be naturally polygynist or polygamist, and why women are naturally monogamous is this: men can reproduce at a rapid rate with more than one partner. So men are able to get as many women pregnant as they can conquer in 1 month, okay? 1 week, 1 day. Women, on the other hand, we can only be pregnant by one man for 40 weeks at a time, okay? One man can impregnate us, and then again, we have that, you can call it 9 months, which ultimately it's up to 10 months. So up to 10 months being pregnant by only one partner, okay? So that's the argument of why women are not naturally polygamous or polyandrous in this point, okay? In this case, if you want to be technical with terms. So the reason why this could work and why this once worked, because when you think about it, polygyny is ancient. Polyandry as well. Polygamy is ancient. If you are familiar with the Bible, then you know Abraham had a wife and a concubine, and so he had 2 children by 2 different women. Jacob had multiple wives. I think about 4 different wives. Okay, so this was common in the Hebrew. This is Hebrew religion at that time, in the ancient times and biblical times, and this is also still common in some forms of Islam. Okay, in the Quran, I have read that some men who follow Islam to that certain extent are allowed up to 4 wives by Allah. Okay. So the reason why this can be and has been beneficial to our community in the past is because it was done in a divine order. It was done, well, not necessarily with Abraham. Okay. His wife messed that up actually on her own, Sarai. But the wife was aware, okay? From jump, the wife was aware. She may or may not have a hand in picking the sister wife that was going to be involved in her relationship. And there was also a hierarchy. And I actually heard this best explained by someone that I don't like, who is Dr. Umar Johnson. And he explained how true African polygyny is done. Okay. So there's a hierarchy. Your first wife is the most beautiful and the most educated. So, of course, you probably put her on a sort of pedestal, right? The second wife may not be as beautiful as the first wife, but maybe she makes more money, right? She brings in the money, she brings in the bulk of money, but she's not as beautiful. The third wife, maybe she's definitely not as beautiful as the first or second. She's not as educated either. She doesn't have education. Maybe she is good at tending the fields, right? So that's the third wife. Then you have the fourth wife. She's hideous, but she's big. Okay, so she's real big. So she could plow with you. She could help you with the car. She could help you push the car if you're stuck. She could fight with you. Fight if you got to fight somebody or protect the home. She could do that. Okay, so that's how the hierarchy was explained through Dr. Umar Johnson about African polygyny, true African polygyny. Okay. Yes, very interesting to me. I found it interesting, and I think that is the reason why it still works to this day in that country, or in those countries, sorry, in that continent and in those countries. Okay. So I think that's why it works there. All right. The reason why I feel that it is not working here in the US and amongst our communities is first because there's no divine order. Okay. men are not even involving. First of all, most of us are unknowingly. Okay, 1 second. Let me let the baby in. 1 second. Come on, you gotta be quiet. Be quiet because I'm on live, okay? Be quiet. Most of us in the US are unknowingly, okay, involved in polygamous, well, not polygamous because these are not husband and wife situations, but polyamorous relationships, excuse me. Okay, these are where, again, the definition of polyamory is a practice of or desire to have more than one partner. Okay, so most of us have children that we care for that are not necessarily from our womb or from our loins. A lot of people are finding out via social media and etc. that their partners are in pursuit of someone else, or pursuit of the affections or attentions of someone else. So these are polyamorous actions, okay? When people are married in the US, usually you're taking a set of vows that were already written out, okay? Forsaking all others is what I remember when I got married, okay? So what that means is that you are not going to, you don't have on underwear, so you need to get out. Go get some shorts. Sorry, guys. I really want to get this out, but I'm a mother all the time, so. Okay, so forsaking all others, like I said, was a part of those American vows. I don't know if those are done everywhere, the same vows, but those were the ones that I said when I got married at the Justice of the Peace. But so in America, people are not doing that. That's why we have shows like Cheaters. That's why we have shows like Maury and stuff like that, because people are just sleeping around. The reason why this cannot be called polygamy, again, is because this is unknowing to the other partner. This is not something that is out in the open. And that is not true polygyny. That is not, stop it now. That is not divine order, okay? I am of the belief that when you operate, you must operate in spirit. You must operate in purity and truth if you want things to work, okay? If you want them to work the correct way. If you want them to be in divine order, then you have to take the steps for them to be in divine order. First, to be a pure polygynous man, your first wife, you should already have that relationship established, okay? There should not be a whole bunch of extra jealousy involved. She shouldn't be the type of woman at this point that is going to get jealous of, the woman walking down the street, you looking at her butt, or I guess you even having a friendship with the woman. Now, I'm the first woman to admit that currently in my marriage and at my age and in this time, I'm not mature enough to be in a true and pure polygynous relationship. One day I believe that I will. I hope that I will, because I believe that it can be beneficial for our community. But I'm not mature enough. So if you're in a true polygynous relationship, that's number one. The first wife shouldn't even have any jealousy issues. She should be secure. She shouldn't be going through phones. She shouldn't be doing that, any of that. Why? Because she should be aware of all dealings. She should actually, in fact, be the person picking her sister wives. She should be the one introducing you to the idea of these women, okay? So that's number one, where American men are going wrong with polygyny, because they're not doing that. They're going ahead and they're pursuing women, and then later saying, oh, I want to be polygamist. I want you to meet this girl. She could be your sister wife, okay? So that's where that's going wrong first. Second, men are claiming to be polygynists, and they are still going outside of their triad, or again, they are still cheating on their first wife, the one that they're searching for a third with, that is going to make it to where it is not divine. Okay. When you have things that are dirty going on behind the scenes, it's never going to work. So, a lot of people are claiming, a lot of men claim to be polygamist. They're out there, but they're having a whole bunch of drama and they're wondering why. Why are the women fighting? Why are the women jealous? That's because terms should be set from the beginning. If you are going to do the hierarchy thing, then make sure there stays a hierarchy. If you are going to do equal time and equal attention, you have to honor that and you have to stay in line with that. Again, men are claiming in these days and times, first of all, people altogether are claiming to be conscious. People are claiming to be woke. So everybody wants to be polygamist. Nobody has a woman that accepts it. Okay, still having the drama, still having the fighting, still having the jealousy. And you wonder why. It's because it's not divine. It wasn't done in divine order. Another thing, men, if you're listening, someone's on there listening. If you are in fact a polygynous man and your first or one of your women, one of your wives, because you should be claiming her as a wife if you are in fact polygynist. She's causing problems. She's running women off. She is, again, like I said, doing those things that she should not be doing. She should be secure. You should be making her feel secure. This should have been established, her security, before you guys even decided to add in a third or fourth or fifth. Okay. If in fact you have someone that cannot accept that you are a polygynous man, and if they are causing drama, if they are running women that are absolutely with it, women that are absolutely cooperating, they're down, they're not causing a problem, then you have to X her out. And I hate to be like that as a woman. I hate to say that, but if you're building an empire, which a lot of men who claim to be polygamous or polygynous say, then if someone is causing a halt to the building, if someone is bringing drama and discord into your triad or however many wives you decide to have, then that person has to be X'd out. Okay, you have to move along because it's supposed to be building, right? That's what polygyny is for. That's what it's about, to build the community and to help one another. I've heard another term in Islam. The reason why imam, I don't know if he was if he was NOI or if he was just an Arabic imam, but he was speaking about some type of part in the sorry y'all, in the Quran, that talked about the reason why women, especially Islamic women, should want sister wives is because you should want for your sister what you want for yourself. And that got to me. That was very deep and in depth. I don't know if you call it a verse or what you call it in the Quran, but that was very interesting to me because I pride myself on being an empathetic person and a caring person and caring about others. But at this point, again, I'm still not mature enough and ready to share a husband. And I want to be. I promise I want to be one day. But again, the first wife has to feel secure totally, and things have to be divine. Okay, you got to meet the right person. But that was very interesting. So that's why a woman, as far as Islam, should want a sister wife, is because you want for your sister what you have for yourself and what you would want for yourself. So you have a husband, you have a home, you have children. So you should want that for your sister as well. Okay, so that was very interesting. And then also, if you want to go biblical, with the regular Bible, the Christian Bible, in Revelations, when it talks about the end times and the apocalypse times, it talks about how there will be, I believe, 7 women to one man or to a husband, and at that time they will be crying. They will be crying out to just be a part of your relationship. Let us in, let us in. We have our own money, we have our own bread. So that's also a foreshadowing of, I guess, what's coming back around. Again, polygyny has never escaped. Polyamory has never left our times, but I see that the topic is becoming more popular and people are claiming it more often. And they're just not doing it right. So it's giving it a bad name. People are afraid of it. People definitely don't want to learn more about it because it just doesn't look good the way that a lot of our men are portraying it. Another thing about polygyny and the reason why it's not done right a lot of times, and I mean, you can have your own view of how you want your relationship. I'm not going to hate on anyone, but you have some people, there's a lot of gurus and, people online that want all the women to have money, right? All the women to have jobs. So I can't take care of all the women. I can't take care of you. You have to have a job or whatever. First of all, to me, that's not manly at all. And most women will agree that no man should have more than one wife if he can't take care of them, especially if he cannot take care of one financially, then he shouldn't have them. Now, I'm not against having or wanting wives with jobs, money, businesses to bring in revenue. Um, but the way usually that the hierarchy will work is that, again, you have the first, you have the second, third, but let's just say you have the first and the second. Let's say you just have 2 wives. Okay, it's a triad. Your first wife may be the one that has all of your children, right? She is very good with the children. So then when you guys, maybe more than likely, hopefully, she meets the third, right? She meets the second wife. And this woman may have a child that is not in you guys' relationship, right? So she comes in and her child comes in as well. But this woman has a career. She's a single mother, so she already has a career. Your first wife is a stay-at-home mother, and she takes care of your 5 children. This woman is able to come in, and the first wife will offer the nurturing and the education and the free childcare to the second wife. And then when the second wife, who again, like I said, is bringing in money, or vice versa, either way, while she goes to her job, she has somewhere safe for her child to be. And when her and the husband decide to procreate, again, there's always someone at home to take care of the children. She can serve all the meals. She can cook all of the meals so that the second wife who works and the husband who works are served that way at all times. They always have a maid, they always have a cook, and they always have a babysitter because that's what the first wife is valuable for. That's what she already was doing. So you got to keep in mind that you have different wives for different jobs. And that's why I mentioned the Dr. Umar thing. There's a hierarchy, and you don't necessarily choose all the wives for the same things. Okay. I personally, if I was a man, I'd be looking for different looks too. Y'all all need different hair and different this. I probably wouldn't. I probably all like them that look like me. I'm lying. But but does anyone who's watching and wants to chime in, you guys have any thoughts or anything to say regarding this? Because I didn't write anything down, so I think that was pretty much all of my points about polygamy, aka polygyny, which was just the man side of having multiple wives. Okay, that's what polygyny is: a man having multiple wives, not multiple girlfriends, not multiple baby mamas. That is polyamory. Okay. So anybody got anything to say before I get off this live? No? Yes, polygamy is just the umbrella. So polygamy actually is all of it in one. I said it's just the practice of having, actually, the real definition says it's the practice of having one or more wife or a husband at the same time. So polyamory could be like a girlfriend or just a sex thing, but polygyny is specifically the male having multiple, and polyandry is specifically the female having multiple. But polyamory is just get wild, free love. Oh, sorry, yeah, for Islam. Yeah, so that's in the Quran. I'm not exactly sure where, but I would recommend just to Google it. I believe that according to Allah in the Quran, an Islamic male is allowed to have up to 4 wives. I can look it up real quick while I'm on here. Let me see. How many wives does Allah say a man can have? Okay, that didn't turn out right. Hold on. How many wives does Allah say a man can have? Yep, up to 4 wives. Says, let me see. Traditional Sunni and Shia Islamic martial jurisprudence allows Muslim men to be married to multiple women, a practice known as polygyny and polygamy up to 4 at a time. The verse most commonly referred to with the topic of polygamy is verse 3 of the surah, for Anisa woman. A translation by Yusuf Ali is shown below. It says, if ye fear that ye shall not be able to deal justly with the orphans, marry women of your choice, 2 or 3 or 4. But if ye fear that ye shall not be able to deal justly with them, then only one, or a captive that your right hands possess, that will be more suitable to prevent you from doing injustice. So yeah, so that's the Quran, Surah 4, and Anisa, Ayah 3. So it goes in depth and it says that this is believed to be after a battle called Uhud, in which many Muslim men were killed. So there was many widows and orphans. So this was because they say that they think this was because of Allah's concern for and compassion towards the women and their children. It's not even at all about men or their sexuality. So like I said, that's why I heard another imam say that, like, you should want for your sister what you want for yourself. So maybe that's why they explained it in that way. I want to thank you for you participating, because most people just sit and watch and nobody's saying anything. But I appreciate it. I appreciate all who stayed the whole time and listen. Thank you for listening on the playback. Like it if you like it. Thumbs down it if you don't, because either way, it's interaction for me and I'll take it, okay? So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoy the playback. Peace, love, true and divine relationships, polygyny, the real way, okay? Let's be divine, guys. Peace and love. Bye.